Hey guys, just wanted to let you know that this is a short clip from a longer interview that you can check out on my other YouTube channel, Rare Liquid.
The concept of Protected Saturdays is that you will not be asked to work from at some point in time Friday evening until for us it was 9 a.m. Sunday. And I think that's a pretty big difference because in a lot of banks that don't have Protected Saturdays, it means you may not work over the weekends as much, but you always have to be on and checking your phone. Whereas I did not check my phone on Saturdays. I did not check email on Saturdays. And in a work environment or industry where you're kind of expected to reply to an email in 10 minutes, it gives your brain a huge break in being able to sign off for a day, even if it's just to catch up on sleep.
Yeah. I remember when I first left banking, the first thing in my mind was, wow, I don't have to check my email. It's like hard to explain how much you have to be responsive on email and how, especially because we had it. I think you guys might have also had the email app on your personal phones.
Yep.
So then it's like, there's no break, at least for my experience. And so, since we talked about Protected Saturdays, I'm also curious to hear if at Morgan Stanley, at JP Morgan, like what they did to give you guys protected time, if at all. Well, I know at JP Morgan what they used to do, but it'd be great if you could elaborate on it.
Yeah, sure. No, we have something similar. It's not a full Saturday, but it's Friday to Saturday. We get Friday night off and Saturday morning, and yeah, it makes a complete difference. Just being like, know that you'll be able to plan something for Friday night or Saturday morning, and you don't have to worry about emails. But you were saying that stress of having to look at your email at any point in time, knowing you have to reply immediately. Once you get that off, like it's a big relief. So I really appreciated that time off, and also they did everything they could to respect it. So I think from that side, it's a very good culture in the sense that they would really try to avoid sending you anything over the protected time, or they would say let's have this meeting on Friday at noon so that you'll have time to finish it right before 6 p.m. and we can all sign off. So that's something I really appreciated.
Did they still have protected weekends? Maybe. No. Oh, they got rid of that.
So it's Friday to Saturday.
Oh, interesting. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
How about
Morgan Stanley does not have a protected Saturday or protected weekend. So it was people dependent. And I found that the culture of the people was super exceptional. So I had a VP that over one weekend, he gave us a heads up on Thursday. He said, guys, it's ramping up. The client looks like they need and want 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I give you a heads up for Saturday and Sunday. It's going to be a little bit busy. So if you were planning to maybe say do a museum and respond on the go, I would advise maybe just stick around by your laptop. It's a full working day. So having people be able to anticipate that kind of busyness and even just like respecting your humanity enough to even give you that heads up and recognize that it's a little bit of an ask. It was great. And I found that it was universal. So many people across the building were actually so good at being able to tell you, hey, I would really like for this to be done. If Friday night, they know that something will happen over the weekend, they'll give you that heads up. And even on the weekends, I found for myself, sometimes, especially if it's not too crazy, I could just say, hey, Sunday morning for the 2 hours, can I go to church in the morning? And that was great, being able to communicate. And on the other side, if I could calculate this level of responsibility I needed to take, I was able to communicate that, and people were really respectful of that. So the culture in the firm, even though we didn't have protected Saturdays and weekends, the culture was so respectful and acknowledging of people's needs of, like, I guess, basic humanity.
And do you have something?
Yeah, no, just to echo on the communication part. That's something I learned on the job. The importance of communication in all aspects, not just saying, hey, I'm going to have a busy weekend. Is there any way someone could cover? But also in your day-to-day, whenever you're getting 10 tasks at a time, just don't say yes to everything and then don't deliver, because that's the worst you can do. But as long as you communicate and say like, hey, I might start doing this in 3 hours or 4 hours, people are in general like pretty cool. So communication probably the most important skill set in banking.
Now, before you leave, if you're interested in recruiting for investment banking, I highly recommend you guys check out Wall Street Prep. Wall Street Prep offers financial modeling courses so you can be ready not just for interviews, but your job on the desk as a banker. And what I really like is that they have you dig into financial statements and build models using real numbers just like what I used to do at JP Morgan. And they offer a ton of great courses, but the two I particularly recommend are the accounting course and then the premium modeling package, which has been taken by over 100,000 students and goes over all the key valuation concepts I learned in banking, like DCFs, comps, accretion dilution, and LBOs. If any of this is of interest to you and you want to purchase a course from Wall Street Prep, be sure to use my code RareLiquid to get 20% off of any course. And with that said, thank you guys for tuning in to this clip. If you want to get the full interview, be sure to check out my main channel, Rare Liquid. And you can also listen to it on the go on podcasting platforms like Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and Google Podcasts. With that said, thank you guys for tuning in and hope to catch you guys in the next clip or video.